Welcome back, you're watching Overdrive. Now, an updated Bajaj Dominar 400 was much needed and awaited in the Indian market. Now, what we already knew about this motorcycle is that it would be switching to upside down forks and would be tuning its suspension at both ends to make the motorcycle more pliant for ride and also offer more power. Here's our first impression.
It's about 3 years now since Bajaj Auto launched the Dominar 400, which is its biggest and most powerful offering yet. And now, this flagship motorcycle gets a comprehensive midlife update. What are the changes? Well, the biggest update has to be the fact that the engine is more powerful now. It offers 40 PS as opposed to 35 PS earlier, which is a significant upgrade. This power comes in slightly higher up the rev range now as opposed to before, which means that the power delivery is slightly peakier, which also makes it more fun to ride, especially when you're accelerating hard. Now, this has been made possible thanks to the employment of a DOHC setup, a double overhead camshaft system, as opposed to the SOHC setup earlier. And interestingly, the other good news rather I should tell you is that Bajaj has also taken care of the vibration, and the engine and the motorcycle consequently feel a lot smoother, irrespective of whether you're accelerating hard or you're cruising on the open highway. Another important update for 2019 is the switchover to upside down forks. Yes, Bajaj has moved to USDs now, and these essentially are the same units that are seen on the Duke 390 from KTM. So of course, that improves the handling of the motorcycle. The bike feels quicker to tip in. There's a better sense of confidence when especially you're pushing the bike through corners, going faster or cutting through traffic as well. The 2019 Dominar 400 also gets a new exhaust system which employs a double barrel setup. So the exhaust note is throatier and meatier than before, and it sounds a lot different. Well, I don't need to tell you, one more interesting update for 2019 is the new color that you see on this motorcycle. Now, this is a new green color that has been added to the lineup, and of course we cannot help but notice the fact that it looks very similar to the Ninja green that Kawasaki offers. Well, that's not it for 2019 though, because the Dominar 400 gets a host of other smaller changes as well, and these together contribute to making the motorcycle a lot more interesting. For instance, the instrument cluster. Now, the instrument cluster continues to use the same twin display setup as before, but both the displays offer you more comprehensive information. For instance, the smaller secondary display placed on the fuel tank now tells you the gear position, while the display on top, the primary display, it gives you information about instantaneous fuel efficiency and average fuel efficiency as well. For 2019, the Dominar 400 also gets a set of brand new rear view mirrors. Now, these are not just wider, they also look a lot better and thus offer you a better view of the behind. Apart from that, the headlight and the tail light have been revised as well. Now, the LED setup for the headlight remains the same, but it gets internal elements which add a slight tinge to the headlamp color, especially when the headlight is on. Ditto with the tail light, because the tail light has revised internal elements now and the design makes it look better. To sum it up, the 2019 Dominar 400 not only feels faster, it also feels smoother than before, and it handles better. The smaller changes that a motorcycle gets overall make it a better package, and this better package is going to cost a slight premium over the existing bike, and we expect it to retail at around 1.8 lakh rupees, but that's our guess. We'll of course know the prices once they are announced officially, so stay tuned to Overdrive for the same.
When we talk of open-top motoring, the first thought that crosses our mind, of course, is sports cars and gorgeous convertibles. But this time around on the show, we have a completely stripped-down version of the Jeep Wrangler, which will be enjoyed by Bob Rupani, and he will be driving around the president and MD of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, Kevin Flynn. Let's take a look.